right before their eyes. They can see it and they can feel it. They know something is not right in the system. And the reality is, there is now an Asian Pacific rising, and if they keep on ignoring this fact and keep on saying, well, I just trying to be a racist and all this, the world will pass them in their bitterness and anger, and they will not know what hit them. I mean, I saw a documentary about the China issue, and it's so tragic. These Chinese, they're coming here to steal the innovation, and very soon they'll be building their own planes. They'll be having their own everything that America used to manufacture. They're going to make for themselves, and we won't be able to compete. I don't care what degree you're going to hold. I don't care where you're going to go to school. The fact is, the world being produced by a billion people in China, they can well sustain their own economy and supply every part of the world with cheap labor, cheap goods. And I just hate to tell everybody that if we don't work together as a nation, there's nowhere we're going to go.
In some ways, I agree with you. In some ways, I disagree with you. I don't think China's going to rule the world. And I think China's developed its own economic problems already, and it's an overheated economy, and even the Chinese are afraid about it. They're worried about all the dams and infrastructure they're building. They're falling apart already. They got all kinds of problems with producing food. They've killed more children from bad milk than the rest of the world. So I don't believe China is going to solve the problems anymore, and I believe that Europe or America is going to solve them. And I got to go.
All right, thank you.
KPFT.
USHIT's FUR.
KPFT.
Hey, just want to make a few quick comments.
Sure, be my guest.
As far as the education goes concerning black people, it's imperative that we educate ourselves. Nobody can put us in a positive place of position except for us. The education system has continued to fail us, and it always will until we take the initiative to educate ourselves. And then the other thing that sounds really crazy to me is the talk about us leaving the country. I mean, this country was built on our backs. To me, if we don't belong anywhere else besides Africa, we belong here. I mean, our people have shed blood, and gave their ideas, their innovation. They built this country, and I mean, it's just like, no matter where you go, if we don't address fundamental problems that we have as a people, no matter if we go to the Caribbean, if we go back to Africa, if we go to Brazil, it doesn't matter where we go. If we don't figure out, what's hindering us as a race of people, we're going to continue to have the same issues, to me, no matter where we go. So it starts here. And I'm all for going back to Africa. I haven't been yet. I want to get there as soon as possible, but we need to fix ourselves here and then go out so we can be good or do good in those other places that we think will have so many or better opportunities. And that's all I want.
Right quick, sister, especially because the sister is called tonight. I both agree and disagree with you. And I wish I had enough time to explain and expound on it, but I both agree and disagree with you. There's no reason why all of us have to stay here, and there's no reason why all of us have to live. But those of us who have some skills that you would like to market, and those who would like a better life, you're not going to find it here. White folks will not change, ever.
But is it for them to...
I don't know. As long as they have the power to kill me at will, or kill my spirit at will, or control my music, my culture, how high I pull up my pants, as long as they can control all of that, it doesn't... You're right. It doesn't matter where we live.
Yeah,
but some of us would like... I don't want to die here.
Right.
This is not my country. the Native Americans weren't killed in my name, even though I was used to as an instrument of their death. I
So
don't.
if this
I
country
don't.
isn't your country, what country is?
You know, that's a very good point. I don't have one. I've never
You know,
been to any other country where I felt completely welcome.
and that's another point. And from just education that I've had about Africans, from what I've heard, and just from a few things that I've experienced, we're not welcome with open arms over there either.
I can think of 3 African countries, 4, who will offer you land to rebuild and live your life, and you only have to build a house and pay taxes once the house is built. I know 4 countries that can do that, and you can't even get that done in the United States. They won't loan black people after the loan scandal of housing. I don't know what to tell you. I mean, there's a lot of people, black people here, if they had the chance, would leave, and I think they should. And if you want to stay, I think you should. I sort of went to jail many times to keep black people from being run out of someplace. That's not what I'm encouraging. And I gotta go. Thank you for calling. Okay, I'm not taking any more calls. It's about 12:15. You're welcome to a program called Songlines, and hope you enjoy. This